Hey everybody, it's Raphael from XX Raphael Productions, and I'm going to be talking today about The Flash Season 7, and specifically Season 7, Episode 2. So, since we are now we're now 11 episodes in the season, so if you don't recall what this episode is about, it's basically about Barry's speed thinking, and that is what the episode mostly focused on as well. So, the name of this episode is The Speed of Thought, and in my opinion, they have not yet topped this episode as the best episode of Season 7 yet. Now, that can probably change with Godspeed probably being the second villain, with current statements about Eric Wallace, the showrunner, talking about Godspeed coming this season, the real Godspeed. I guess in that case, we can probably be excited for another speedster villain. It's been a while. I think the last time was released Season 5 with Reverse Flash, and even then, the main villain was mostly about Cicada, so yeah, so I guess in the future, Season 7 episodes could probably top this when the show reverts to its roots to doing a speedster villain, but let's go in and talk about why Season 7 Episode 2 is so far the best episode of Season 7, and why 11 episodes in, they still have not topped this episode. So, let's go in and talk about first Barry's character as a whole. So, throughout the seasons before, I'd say past Season 3, Barry has grown increasingly reliant on his teammates in regards to them kind of coming up with competent solutions for how to solve problems, and in this episode, we finally got to glimpse a side of Barry actually doing stuff and getting stuff done without relying on his team all the time. So it was basically a huge breath of fresh air for us viewers, especially, who have been itching to see a smart version of Barry for a while now. So it was a very welcome respite from all the last few disappointing episodes we had got in the last few seasons. And also, let's go on and talk about Eva, because I think, Eva was one of the kind of, in my opinion, okay, I know some people might disagree, but in my opinion, she has not been a good villain. I was trying to watch the second half of Season 6, hoping to see if it got better, and it was not that good. So, the reason why I started Season 7 was to kind of get into the Godspeed storyline, which I know Eric Wallace was teasing about, so that was really the reason why I started watching the 7th season, and I guess this is the only time where I actually had fun watching her as her storyline unfold, because Barry humiliating her on live TV was hilarious. Like I said before, Barry was being an actual competent protagonist, and he was actually getting stuff done without any drama. Because here's one thing I want to talk about, the drama that we've been getting in The Flash lately, when it comes to characters whining and crying about their own personal problems, which I'm telling you, it's not a bad thing, but it's kind of overdone to the point that it just gets grating, and you kind of okay, you sympathize with these characters, but then you're just let's just get to the point already, you know? So these episodes usually follow a formula where you can kind of predict which scenes will come next because it's been done so many times now. This episode broke that formula, so Barry, like I said before, he doesn't rely too much on his team this episode. His intellect is increasingly amplified, because we basically, let's go in and talk about the first episode of Season 7, where Dr. Wells sacrifices himself, Nash Wells, he sacrifices himself to jumpstart the artificial speed force that gave Barry back his powers. So even then, this episode already started off with a great scene where we are mourning the other versions of Wells that died along with Nash in order to jumpstart this. So, even then, from the get-go, the opening scene alone, you could already tell that the director was probably different, because they really stepped up pretty much everything in this episode. The visuals was good, the soundtrack, Barry's character as a whole, and even the drama, they toned it down for this. Now, that's not to say that it stayed, because the next episode was really bad. The episode 3, where we actually took down the main villain, Eva, that was a bad episode, but this episode really set up a lot of potential that was wasted later on. So, we're not going to focus on that. I'll save the rest of Season 7 for a future video, but let's go ahead and continue talking about why this episode is the best episode of Season 7. So, now we go ahead and talk about Barry as a whole. So, I actually enjoyed watching Barry turn into DeVoe almost. It's kind of like a speedster DeVoe. You know how DeVoe's intellect was getting amplified, but then his emotional responses were also going down. The same thing happened to Barry here, where we kind of focus on the negative effects. You get the joke? Negative Speed Force and stuff? Yeah. Anyway, so you kind of get like the artificial Speed Force's negative effects on Barry's emotional responses. So it kind of amplifies his IQ, but his EQ is dramatically lowered. Because here's a great example of that is how Barry doesn't anymore care like what happens to like Camilla and Singh. Because there is a great scene, and that's what I talk about. Like the conflict in this episode was done masterfully. Now, when I'm talking about conflict, I'm not referring to like the main like villains causing problems, but it's kind of like in the last few episodes, it kind of feels like some of the conflict is just feeling forced, where it's like Barry could solve this instantly, but he doesn't do it just to prolong the episode and the season. So it kind of just feels forced and unearned. But this episode had dealt with great conflict, such as we had an example. We had the Team Flash and the rest of the members like Cisco and Caitlin realizing that Barry has started to act strange and that they might suspect something's wrong with the artificial Speed Force, and then we had Barry outsmarting Gideon in a scene where at this point Barry's intellect had grown so much to the point that even artificial intelligence Gideon could not keep up with him. So that says something. It's like, it's this side of Barry that we have been itching to see since season 1, where we want to see Barry kind of grow as a villain and grow as a hero. I said villain by accident, sorry. We want to see Barry grow as a hero in regards to not only his strength, but also his intellect and his ability to make decisions quickly. And this is something that was frustrating because you realize that Barry has speed thinking, and yet there are many episodes where he's acting dumb or acting illogical. We all know it's just to prolong the episode so that the villain doesn't get defeated too quickly. Like that's true for season 6 and season 5, and probably even season 4 to an extent, actually. Now, let's go ahead and talk about why this was enjoyable, because you could see that the episode was very, very focused on getting the plot underway. It didn't have to focus on characters' feelings all the time and stuff. It was just getting the main plot done. So, like, we had Barry humiliating Eva live on TV, exposing the truth. That was a great scene. Even outsmarting Cisco himself, where Cisco couldn't even hack into it, but Barry was able to. Like I said before, when it comes to Barry also outsmarting Gideon, so there's a handful of moments here where it's just so enjoyable to watch again and again because Barry is just awesome this episode. And then we also get to the point where Barry is fighting Team Flash, and honestly, this is the standout. I already talked about all the great scenes this episode, so this episode was a standout throughout the rest of Season 7, and it is also best defined by this fight scene. So, honestly, this season was suffering a lot from the fight scenes as well, because, like, now don't get me wrong, I do prefer a good story over the action scenes, but the problem is, the story is kind of dumb. So, let's be real here. What can kind of rectify these episodes are the action sequences. So, the problem with the rest of Season 7 is that a lot of the times lately, Team Flash has been relying on trying to talk down the villain, kind of convincing the villain to just turn good, or convincing the villain to stand down. So, at that expense of the fight scenes, it's been mostly visible this season. So, this episode had the best fight scenes to date, and it was none other than Killer Frost herself taking the Velocity X serum, where you could see her actually fighting Barry around the Central City. And all I'm telling you is that this was something that I was not expecting, and I was just like, wow, the whole time. Like, it was just amazing. I know it's mostly fan service, but I didn't know I wanted that till now. Killer Frost masterfully using her new speed powers along with her ice powers in order to take down Barry. Barry also proving to be a superior speedster, which is, again, a breath of fresh air, because Barry, for a while now, has not been utilizing his speed to his full potential, and it is so satisfying to see Barry truly be the fastest man alive in this episode, even if that was shortly outlived. I mean, let me go ahead and tell you, like, let's go ahead and skip to the ending where Barry just goes ahead and say, "You all lost before it even began," and he decimates the rest of Team Flash in a nutshell. Like, I was just, like, so good, like, it was just like, I really wish this show did more of these kind of stuff, because it was just a spectacle to watch. Honestly, I think I haven't been excited for an episode since Enter Flash Time, unlike this one, so it was just great, really. So, let's go ahead and talk about the ending now, because, oh man, the ending was just like Iris being pulled out the mirror. 'Cause like I said before, the conflict is that Iris, they had to choose between the Iris or Camilla and Singh. They couldn't really choose. They like I said before, Barry is deciding on the logical. He's not really thinking emotionally. He's more deciding which is the more logical option to pull out. So he pulls out Iris instead because Iris has been in the Mirrorverse the longest. So pulling her out will require more energy compared to pulling out Camilla and Singh at the same time. So let's go ahead and talk about the ending because my gosh, that was intense. Iris resisting. Because Iris is not. She's not up to speed in regards to the artificial speed force. So Barry is like, no, we must get you out of here. You have the best chance of defeating Eva. So Iris is just like, Barry, what is wrong with you? You know, it's like, why is Barry acting so differently? Because Barry, in his natural state, would go ahead and consider all variables, but smart Barry is mostly considering the most likely, so he's discarding the rest of the options. So that's what I like about this, is that Barry is more, like, he's more down to it. It's just like straight to the point. Whereas Barry in the other episodes is kind of like, I mean, I know Barry's personality in general is to leave no man behind, but it kind of gets tiresome, so it was a breath of fresh air again for this episode to show Barry being like that. So yeah, we get this amazing cliffhanger where Iris is down. He has mental problems after Barry unleashes his full power to pull Iris out of the mirror, and it is nonetheless exemplified by the amazing cliffhanger at the end where Dr. Wells, the original Wells from season 1, who was basically taken over by Reverse Flash, if you remember, finally comes back after a long time. That was like, wow, I was honestly like screaming at the end. I was like excited for the next episode, and obviously the next episode was a disappointment, but I was so glad that this episode ended on a high note. So, like I said before, with all that being said, I haven't yet thought of another episode in Season 7 that has beaten this episode in regards to pacing, intensity, writing, the characters. It's just like, wow, everything this episode was done very well. I couldn't really find any flaws with this episode, to be honest. Alright, so I guess that wraps up this video, and if you disagree with me, feel free to comment down below explaining which episode you thought was better than this, or also tell me why it's not as good as I'm hyping it up to be. But until then, until someone else kind of like wants to debate me into the comments down below, I will say that Season 7, Episode 2 is so far the best episode of Season 7 of The Flash. And hopefully with the Godspeed saga coming up soon, because I know that this show is best at doing speedster villains, so with the Godspeed saga coming up soon, hopefully they can top this episode soon enough, because I think the Forces storyline has not been that interesting, so I will just go ahead and say that I will keep my current opinion as of right now, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions, feel free to comment down below. Raphael out, and I will see you in my next video.